Alright, what's good YouTube? Prince here. I'm here with a quick video on Cyberpunk 2077. Patch 1.1 just recently dropped as of today. Now, the patch does everything it says it's supposed to do, and I have no complaints in that regard. But if you have not downloaded the patch 1.1 as of now, you're going to want to watch the rest of this video for Cyberpunk 2077, because if you are one of the people that care about your armor rating in this game, you need to know that as of patch 1.1, they've actually changed how save files work. I mean, they fixed, not really changed how save files work, but they fixed little crashes and stuff related to loading saves in these games. So the saves are way more consistent, which is a good thing and a bad thing in a sense, because when you're trying to farm or have the best armor rating possible for your legendary sets, for your legendary clothing, you want to have the maximum amount of mod slots. Now, if you don't know, maximum amount of number of mod slots you can have for a t-shirt or jacket is 4. Anything that's not a t-shirt or jacket, the maximum amount of mod slots you can have is 3. Now, keep in mind, if you're looking at the screen right now, my glasses have no mod slots. They were legendary fixer glasses, and they spawned with 0 mod sets, which is unfortunate for me, because I cannot increase the value of armor that these glasses have. So later on in my playthrough, they're going to kind of like not really be as useful for me. And that wouldn't be a problem, because before the patch 1.1, what we would normally do is we would go to load game, we would reload a save file. And once we reload the save file, we would approach a legendary clothing that we see on the ground. You'd approach it, and now it would spawn with a different number of mod slots. So if it had 2, you're going to keep reloading your save file and keep approaching it until you see that the armor has maximum of 3 or 4 mod slots. But you can no longer do that with patch 1.1, because with patch 1.1, if it spawned with no mod slots, it stays with no mod slots. Now here, this is footage of before I download the patch. As you can see, when I approached the pants, it only had 1 mod slot. So what I do is I reload my save file, I reload the game, and then I go and approach the legendary clothing. And this time, keep in mind, I want it to have 3. 3 is the maximum amount of mod slots that pants can have in this game. So if you go to a legendary clothing, it only has 1 or 2. Reload the game, approach it, and keep redoing that until eventually it spawns with 3 mod slots. Now, as you see, keep in mind this is on the PlayStation 4, so loading time's a little long, but bear with me. I reload. Keep in mind it spawned with 1 mod slot. I'm gonna reload again, and this time it spawns with a maximum of 3 mod slots, which is what I want right here. So we're just gonna approach it. Boom, it has 3 mod slots. And if you want the location for this pants, I'm just gonna pull up the map real quick for you. And with that being said, this is footage of before I installed patch 1.1. So if you've not installed patch 1.1, you're safe. Now I'm going to go back to patch 1.1 here. So just to make sure I wasn't tripping or anything like that, I'm like, damn, I must have just got unlucky. Let me reload my game, and let me just reapproach the area that I was in. And this time, let's hope these glasses, these legendary fixer glasses, they're part of the legendary fixer set. I'm hoping that they spawn with at least 1 mod slot, right? I approach the area, and boom, it still has 0 mod slots, so it's always going to be at a value of 53.8 armor. I could upgrade it later on, but upgrading it would not give it a mod slot. And as you can see, I have another legendary glasses, which is part of another set. I think it's a Street Kid set. And as you can see, it has 3 mod slots, so I can equip it with armadillo mods to increase the armor rating of it. And now it has an armor rating of 149. So if you're one of those people that care about your armor rating, then you're going to want to make sure you get all the legendary armor clothing that you want with the max amount of mod slots before you install patch 1.1. If not, and you don't care about your armor rating, you're not playing on the hardest difficulty, then I guess this video doesn't really serve much of a purpose but to educate you on what happens when you do install patch 1.1. So that's my only complaint with patch 1.1, and unfortunately I already did install it. I'm not sure what else I could do with it, But yeah, as I'm reading the bug fixes, it says various crash fixes related to, among others, loading saves, game opening / closing, and point no return. So now the save files are more consistent. So if you find a legendary piece of clothing and it has only 2 armor slots, 2 mod slots, do not bother reloading. No matter how many times you reload, it's gonna only have 2 mod slots no matter what you do. So that's pretty unfortunate. So that's my only problem with patch 1.1 that people that do care about their armor rating should know. As you can see, I reloaded it again. I tried to approach it just to show people I'm not just getting unlucky with RNG, that no matter how many times you reload the game, it's going to still have the same amount of mod slots of when you originally found it with patch 1.1. And here is my male V from my first playthrough with an armor rating of 5003. As you can see, the jackets, torsos, you know what I mean, like, they have max amount of mod slots. The shoes have 3, pants have 3, glasses have 3. You know, this is just, you know, armor rating of 5,000, which is possible when, you know, before patch 1.1. So just letting you know, keep and get this stuff out of the way before you download the patch, and that's it.